Air raid alerts were heard in Kyiv and throughout Ukraine on February 3 as European Union and Ukrainian leaders were holding a landmark meeting. The alerts were declared approximately 10:30 a.m. local time, with authorities urging citizens to go to the nearest shelter. The top-level meeting in Kyiv between Ukrainian President Zelensky and the EU leadership is expected to discuss the European Union's support for Kyiv in the face of Russia's invasion and Ukraine's bid for membership in the 27-member bloc. Ursula von der Leyen and European Council President Charles Michel will hold a fresh round of talks with Zelensky on February 3. Ukraine was granted candidate status in June. However, Brussels has been firm in its position that while it backs Ukraine's bid, the country will need to implement a wide array of democratic and economic reforms and root out endemic corruption before it can be admitted, and that the admission process could take many years. Several high-ranking officials' homes were raided by anti-corruption agents on February in a second sweep in a week. Responding to a remark by Zelensky, who said Kyiv hopes the bloc sanctions campaign will gain momentum again after appearing to have slightly slowed down recently, von der Leyen said, "We will introduce with our G7 partners an additional price cap on Russian petroleum products, and by February 24, exactly 1 year since the invasion started, we aim to have the 10th package of sanctions in place." The summit comes after the EU commissioners met their counterparts in the Ukrainian government for the first ever joint meeting on February 2.